Yeah, good evening, everyone. Actually, for all the scholars, for all the faculties, if any faculties have joined us, and all our postgraduate students, everyone, good evening. And today we are going to start. We are going to start. We started. So the class commences now, and let's actually start. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Actually, yeah, fine. So here, when we, yeah. So today, yeah, yesterday, what I actually forgot to mention is there is another very important concept in consumer behavior, that is price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand, you have total outlay method, you have point method, arc method, and another two methods you have. So there are almost 5 methods are there, and even price elasticity of demand, you can expect lots of questions actually. Consumer behavior ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಲಾಸ್ಟಿಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದ್ರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಸಬ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಸಬ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. 5 ಸಬ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಆರ್ಕ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಹೋಗಕ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್. So that is one thing, like and the other thing is, so I had to discuss some questions here, right? So we are going to discuss the questions as well. And so to begin with, let's start with the corrections. So first corrections in the shuru madana ಈಗ. See here, the first correction is what we are actually supposed to do is this correction. So let us see, when we are actually speaking about the correction. Yeah. So let us start with the correction now, and then we can start with continuing the solving the questions. And after solving the questions, we can have, the remaining things, right? So when we are actually doing this correction, yeah, so fine. Just a second, there is some technical glitch here. I'll just start. Yeah, fine. So let's actually begin with this correction, right? The question is, so here, this question, I didn't explain this properly the first time I explained this. Today I spoke with my guide, Professor Rangappa sir, and I discussed with my guide also, and I was able to understand this concept properly, right? So, so here, okay, there is another small error which happened. Just a second here. Yeah, so we will start this here and from current slide. Yeah, so yeah, fine. And let us start here. This concept. Now here, this concept I discussed with my guide and I got some new insights. I had not understood this properly. Yeah, question only. Now just look at this question here. If marginal utility of x divided by marginal utility of y for individual A is greater than marginal utility of x divided by marginal utility of y for individual B, it is possible for individual A to gain by giving up. Now, let us see here what is the deal. See, what I actually told is, I told marginal utility of x by marginal utility of y for A is greater than marginal utility of x by marginal utility of y for B. So ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it actually means numerator will be having positive relationship, denominator will be having negative relationship. Numerator comparison positive ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮನೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ marginal utility of x of A is greater than marginal utility of x for B. This will be the first equation. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೊದಲನೇ equation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ marginal utility of y for A, this is denominator. ಇದೇನು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್. ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will not be greater, it will be lesser. lesser than marginal utility of y for b. This is equation 2. Till here, whatever I had explained, it is right. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಾವು ಏನೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನೌ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿ ಕೇಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ವೈ ವಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್? See, what is basically happening is, if marginal utility from x for a is greater than marginal utility of x for b, what does it mean? It means a likes x more. ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಎಗೆ x ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ, a likes x, and b likes x less than a. b ಗೆ x a ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, b ಗೆ x ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ, a ಗೆ x ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. a likes x more, b likes x less. So that is what this first equation is. What does the second equation mean? Second equation tells what? It actually tells b likes y more and a likes y less. b ಗೆ y ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ, a ಗೆ y ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. So this is what these two equations are telling. ಈ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೋ, ಈ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Now we said, ನಾವೇನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, a must exchange y. He doesn't like, a likes y less. a ಗೆ y ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು y ನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಿಜ ಇದು. a has to give up y. There is no doubt about that. a y ನ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು, ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. And he has to, ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? He has to give y for b and he has to exchange x from b. a is giving. What is happening here? First statement ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ? Statement a is telling a has to give y to b and b has to give x to a. Now there is a fundamental problem with this statement. ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್, ಸಿ, ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ a likes x and b likes x less, how can we compare what is the unit? a likes x more and b likes x less. See, ega suppose there is commodity x and commodity y. X may be giving a 30 utils of satisfaction and y may be giving a 25 units or utils of satisfaction. This is for a. And for b, x may be giving 50 utils of satisfaction and y may be giving 70 utils of satisfaction. Y may be giving 70 utils of satisfaction for b, x may be giving 50 utils of satisfaction for b. If this is the case idadre, b might not be able to see. If this is the case, how can you tell that b is going to take x? Or even there may be a condition, b is allergic to x. X may be giving negative satisfaction for b and y may be giving positive satisfaction for b. If x is actually giving negative satisfaction, b x na consume ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅಲರ್ಜಿ ಆಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ b, why will he take x from a? Sorry, why will he take y from a? If y is giving negative satisfaction, it's not x, okay? Y is giving negative satisfaction for b. y ನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ b ಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, why will b accept y from a? So this interpersonal comparison becomes difficult because marginal utility is a subjective concept. a ಗೆ x ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ y ಗಿಂತ, ಓಕೆ. b ಗೆ y ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಟ x ಗಿಂತ, ಓಕೆ. Adre, if A gives Y to B, we cannot actually tell that B. So actually, we cannot actually tell that B will be ready to accept more of X. So that is the thing which is happening. So the right option will be B. He has to give up more of Y and he has to get more of X. Y na avanu bitbiಟ್ಟು ಅವನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ X ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವನು ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. He has to give up Y and he has to get more of X. He has to consume more of X from him itself. ಅವನೇನೆ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. There is no guarantee that B will accept Y. B is going to accept Y. Right. So here, that is the thing which I'm trying to tell. What I'm trying to tell is, individual B is there, and this is Y and this is X. Y is giving him minus 10 utils of satisfaction. X is giving him minus 30 utils of satisfaction. ಅವನಿಗೆ Y ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು problem, X ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು problem. He's in problem only. And if A comes, for A, you have X and for A, you have Y. For A, you have X and for A, you have Y. Just a second. Pointer options, ink color, let's make it yellow. So here A is there and here B is there. B has two commodities, Y and X. So for Y, for B, he's getting minus 10 utils of satisfaction. For X, he's getting minus 30 utils of satisfaction. So comparatively speaking, he's okay with Y and less okay with, he's less okay with Y and he's even lesser okay with X. Y ಇಂದ ಅವನಿಗೆ 10 ಯೂಟಿಲ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, X ಇಂದ ಅವನಿಗೆ 30 ಯೂಟಿಲ್ಸ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎರಡೂ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಎರಡರಿಂದಾನು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸುಖ ಇಲ್ಲ. And here X and Y is there. X for A is actually giving him more satisfaction. 30 util satisfaction ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ, positive 30, and Y is giving him positive 20. So what is option A telling? Option A ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ? A has to give Y to B and he has to take X from this. But even Y is giving B dissatisfaction only, right? So why would B want to take Y? So I don't like either of the thing. Why will I take something more from the other person if I'm not liking it? So this is the problem with interpersonal comparison in cardinal utility analysis. Cardinal utility analysis only, we cannot compare between two individuals because it is a subjective concept and it is not objective concept. So the right option in this context will be option B. Option B will be the right answer and A will not be the right answer. So B is the correct answer. Yena B enide adu correct answer irutte. So I hope I have made myself clear. If anyone has any doubt, you can just ask me. Yargaru enaru doubt idre, you can just ask and then we will move forward. So anyone have any doubt here? Yargaru enaru doubt idea alle? So here chats. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone, good evening. So I hope everyone understood this question. I hope everyone understood. If anyone has doubt, you can just ask me in chat. No one is asking. I assume everyone understood. Let us move forward. So here, so the next slide. Okay, slide is not coming. Why is slide not working? So here next we will see some, now actually let us see some questions which we had to discuss yesterday. Yesterday's ಕೆಲವು questions discuss ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Yeah, we have homothetic function also. Even this also we have to study. But homothetic function, okay, that comes in production theory. So that is there. And revealed preference theory we will go through. Higgs logical also we will go through now. Okay, I don't know where the questions are. One second. Discard. So some questions we had to discuss. Yesterday's questions. So where were yesterday's questions, right? These are all regarding elasticity. budget line, important questions, indifference curve analysis. Okay, indifference curve analysis. We discussed some questions here. Budget line, this question we discussed. MRS, MRXY we discussed. Indifference curve positive we discussed. Okay, from here we have to discuss the questions. We will discuss these questions and then we shall go to strong ordering and weak ordering. Okay. And from current slide. Yeah. So let's actually see here. 120th question. Question number 120 we are going to discuss. And here we require pen. Okay, now ega nevel answer madbekiga. Match the following. Cardinal, ordinal. Okay, Sachin, am I audible, Sachin?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು
ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಾ
ಒಂದ್ 30 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒಂದ್ 20 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್
20 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಾ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾನ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್
ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಕಿ ಅದು ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತೆ ಸರ್
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಲ್ವಾ
ಹಾ ಸರ್
ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸಚಿನ್ ಅವ್ರೆ
ಹಾ ಸರ್
ಅದೇನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ತಾನೆ
ಹಾ ಸರ್
ಒಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಬರೀ ಒಂದ್ 30 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಈಗ
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ಈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್
ಓಕೆ 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 ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ Yeah, so actually let us start with this. Here we are dealing with this thing. Match the following. Match the following. So cardinal, ordinal, Higgs. What is the answer here? The answer is
B, sir.
Okay, Raghavendra is saying B, and some other people are also saying B. Cardinal approach. Cardinal approach was actually given by
Yes,
cardinal.
sir.
Cardinal approach, marginal utility. Okay, someone told A now. Yaro obra iga A anta helidru. Someone told A, someone told B. So let us see what is the answer. Okay. Indifference approach comes in ordinal. Indifference approach, revealed preference theory. Revealed preference theory is none of these. 5 is none of this. Okay. Revealed preference theory. ಅದು ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಕ್ಸಾನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಇಸ್ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ 5 ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಂತೂ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ. ಎ 1 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎ ಇಸ್ 1. ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚಸ್, ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ordinal approach. Ordinal approach was given by J.R. Higgs, and ordinal approach also deals with indifference curve. So B can be 2 or 4. So B can be 2 or 4. So 2 or 4. 4 is not here, so 2. So it is A. A is the answer. Yaro B anta heludru, B alla, A is the answer. Be very careful while answering the questions. While answering questions, be careful. A is the answer. So that is the deal. So A is the thing, we got that right. Okay, this one I had not explained. Idana explain madirilla, I'm sorry. But anyway, now you will understand this. The total effect of price change of a commodity is price effect. Price effect will be equal to sum of what? So what is the answer here? The answer is
B.
Substitution effect plus income effect. This is the answer, okay? By heart this equation. Price effect is always equal to substitution effect plus income effect. I will tell you the logic. Answer yavaglo ee equation na by heart ಮಾಡಿ. By heart this equation. Price effect is equal to substitution effect plus income effect. Now the question is, why is price effect equal to substitution effect plus income effect? Price effect to substitution effect plus income effect ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Why is it actually happening like that? Right? See, whenever there is a change in price, ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾರು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಅದು. ವೆನೆವರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾರು ಬೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆದರೆ, ಯಾರು ಬೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್ ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಏನು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವೆನೆವರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, there is change of quantity of commodity we purchase. And sometimes what we will do, we will even substitute. See, suppose there are two commodities, ಎರಡು commodity ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಮಾಜಾ ಇದೆ ಓಕೆನಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಿದೆ ಫ್ರೂಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ when there is, suppose both are 10, I'm indifferent. ಎರಡು 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಜಾನು ಓಕೆ, ಫ್ರೂಟಿನೂ ಓಕೆ. But if fruity price became 8, I will start buying fruity. So what happens, there is a chance for substitution happening. ಏನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನೆವರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, there may be change in the quantity demanded of related goods. Related means substitutes or complements. Substitutes or complements ಅಲ್ಲಿ change ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. So there is substitution effect. And see, suppose one commodity was available for 10 rupees. Chocobar ice cream. Chocobar ice cream was actually available for 10 rupees. I like Chocobar ice cream. ನನಗೆ Chocobar ice cream ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ, ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್, ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ 10 ರೂಪೀಸ್ಗೆ ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 10 rupees, ಮೈ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 10 rupees, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬೈ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ 5 rupees, ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ಗೆ 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, ನನಗೆ ಈಗ ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬೈ 2 ಚಾಕೋಬಾರ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್. I will buy 2 chocobar ice cream with my income, which is 10 rupees. So now how much chocobar ice cream I have? 2. What does it mean? It means that my real income has increased. That is why price effect, when the price changes, your real income increases. When price reduces, your real income decreases. So that is how price effect is equal to substitution effect plus income effect. ವೆನ್ಎವರ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಬೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾರು ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆದಾಯ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಆದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಆ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಬದಲು ಬೇರೆ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಚಾನ್ಸು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. Price effect will be equal to substitution effect plus income effect. Yeah, here Anil Gupta is telling, because on change in price, substitute is considered on the basis of income. Yeah, I mean, substitute, we change the substitutes. But when we are speaking about income, it is real income we are speaking about. So here, real income, there's actually change in real income. So change in real income, there is absolute change in real income, and we may go for cheaper substitutes when the price increases or decreases. So the best example is when onion price increased. Onion ಬೆಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಹೋಟ್ಲಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆನಿಯನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲು ಕಾಲಿಫ್ಲವರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರು. ಆನಿಯನ್ ಬೆಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಆನಿಯನ್ ಬದಲು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋರು, ಕಾಲಿಫ್ಲವರ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರು. They were actually using cauliflower. Okay, so that is the thing, that is substitution, right? And so that is basically the thing, that is the answer here. And please by heart this equation na by heart madi. Let us go for the next question. So here, okay, what happened? So let's actually go for the next question, the last question, I think. Here, match list 1 to list 2 and choose the correct code. So here, cardinal, ordinal, strong, law of equimarginal utility. What is the answer here? Any answer in illi? Yeah, what is the answer here? Cardinal ide, ordinal ide, strong ide, law of equimarginal utility ide.
Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4 only, sir.
Oh, here that options are not given, right?
Yes, sir.
That code is not given.
Code is not given, sir.
Yeah. So A is, cardinal is Marshall, ordinal is Hicks, strong ordering is Samuelson, law of equi is Gosen. ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the answer. Yeah, fine. So here, okay. Sir, in question number 120, you told option correct is A. Question number 120. Yeah. Okay. question number 120, you told option correct is A. B is matched with Marshall. B is matched with Marshall. Oh, yeah. B is matched with Marshall. Marshall,
Sir, it's
related to
for
cardinal
120
approach.
option B, sir.
One second. Yeah, here we have made a mistake.
Option C should be right, sir.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm just trying to clear all the ink. Yeah. Option B. Priyadarshini Patil is saying that A I told, but B 2 is there. So ordinal, Marshall go ordinal relation illa. Yeah. So A is not the right answer. B is also not the right answer. Someone told C now.
C
let
is
us
the right
check C.
answer.
C is the right answer. C or D. So A1, cardinal approach, marginal utility. Okay. B3. So B3, ordinal is J.R. Hicks. Ordinal J.R. Hicks. Okay. C4, Hicks-Allen, indifference curve. Okay. D2, consumer surplus, Alfred Marshall. Okay. C is the answer. And B3, ordinal J.R. Hicks. Okay. C2, Hicks-Allen, Alfred Marshall. Hicks-Allen has nothing to do with Alfred Marshall. So D is definitely not. C is the right answer. C is the right answer. C is the right answer. Yeah, it is wonderful actually. See, the best thing for a teacher is when the students are correcting the teacher. The best thing for one who is teaching is when one who is listening corrects one who is teaching. So it is wonderful. It is actually credit for the person who is speaking because it means that you people are paying attention to what I am saying. ಯಾವಾಗ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರವ್ರನ್ನ ಪಾಠ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರವ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನೋ ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀರಾ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲಿಸ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಯಸ್, ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, so be very careful of what I am telling. Sometimes I may deliberately make mistakes to ensure that whether you are awake or not. Right? Not that I deliberately made, I overlooked it here. But sometimes I may deliberately make mistakes. So here 120 option is C. Okay. 120, our correct answer is C. So again, it was corrected by Priyadarshini Patil. Nice, you are paying attention. Nice. So here 120 and 124. 124 ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾ ಹಿಯರ್. Okay, and those were basically things. Price elasticity, I'll do it. Price elasticity we will do, but not now. These are price elasticity, this and all price elasticity. We will do price elasticity, people. Price elasticity ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡ. Homothetic function also we will do. Homothetic function also we will do, not now. Now today's topic is revealed preference theory. So today's topic, what we are actually going to discuss is revealed preference theory. So let's actually start. So revealed preference theory, first and foremost is you must be knowing who actually gave this concept. ಯಾರು ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. We should be knowing who actually gave this concept to begin with. This concept was given by Paul Samuelson. This concept was actually given by Paul Samuelson. See, here when we are actually speaking about this, it is called revealed preference theory or choice revealed preference. Now here, what is the thing? Here we are going to come across a new concept called as strong ordering. This is an entirely different approach for consumer behavior. Consumer behavior na ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು it is an entirely different approach. It's a completely new approach. It has nothing to do with your cardinal utility analysis. It has nothing to do with your ordinal utility analysis. Cardinal guno, ordinal guno, idukkuno ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. It is an entirely new thing is actually being introduced here. ಒಂದು ಹೊಸಾದ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ entirely new concept is being introduced. Now the thing is, we have to understand why this new concept is coming. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಹೊಸ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ, ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಇನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು? ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಎರಡು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಇತ್ತು. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ subjective analysis. What may be true was not true for the other. So we cannot build models. And even if we build models, that models will be suffering from that limitation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 10 ಯುಟಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ -10 ಯುಟಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್, how on earth am I going to build the model? And even if I build the model will also suffer from the same limitation. ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ನಾನು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಗೆ ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನೇನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೀನಿ, ಅದು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ವೈ ಇಂಟರ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಕಾರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವೀನಾ ಬಿ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ 120 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಬಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಟ್ರೂಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಟ್ರೂಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 120ಗೆ ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. 120 ಯಾವುದು? 120 120 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? 120 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. 120 ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ದರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ರೇಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ವೀನಾಜಿ. ವೀನಾ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಸೊ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎರೇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಲಿಂಕ್. ಸೊ ವೀನಾ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟ್ರೂಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಟ್ರೂಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಬಿ ಏನು? ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ 5. See, I am telling you, revealed preference theory has nothing to do with your ordinal approach. Revealed preference theory ಗೂ ordinal approach ಗೂ ಸಂಬಂಧನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. It is a improvement. He brings a entirely new concept called as strong ordering. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿಗೂ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ಗೂ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಇದು ಎಂಟೈರ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, ಇನ್ ಟ್ರೂಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಡಸ್ ಸಮ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎರರ್ ಆಫ್ 2% in Truman's publication. I have solved all the 4,000 to 5,000 questions in Truman's publications 4 to 5 times. Truman's publications alliro ella questions ನಾನು ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಜಮಾನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ 4 ರಿಂದ 5 ಸಲ I have solved it. And I can tell you, based on my personal experience, there is an error of 2% in Truman's publication. Truman's publication ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2% error ಇದೆ. 2% error ಇದೆ. Truman's publication ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಬಹುದು. I am 100% confident. Ordinal approach ಗೂ revealed preference theory ಗೂ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. B cannot be considered. B is not the right answer, but C is definitely right. Cardinal approach A1, cardinal approach marginal utility, fine. B3, ordinal approach J.R. Hicks gave, fine. And C4, Hicks-Allen was given indifference approach, fine. D2 is fine. Illi C4 kottidare, Hicks-Allen indifference, okay. D2 consumer surplus, Alfred Marshall, okay. A1 cardinal marginal, okay. B5 revealed preference theory has nothing to do with ordinal. Revealed preference theory go ordinal utility go ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. The correct answer is still C only. Correct answer is still C. In Truman's publication there is error of 2%. In Truman's publication there is error of 2%. Be careful. Truman's publication only 2% error ಇದೆ. Of around 5,000 to 6,000 questions they have given. In 5,000 to 6,000 questions there is an error of 2%. 2% error ಇದೆ. So be careful. I hope I made myself clear. ಅದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. So it is C is the correct answer. Next, let's actually go here. We were speaking about revealed preference theory. So revealed preference theory. So revealed preference theory. See, cardinal approach had the problem. The theories of cardinal approach had the problem of subjectivity. Cardinal approach ge subjectivity problem ittu. That is why you brought indifference curve analysis in ordinal utility analysis. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? You will actually bring ordinal utility analysis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು objective analysis you will do. You will rank the preferences. ನೀವು preference ನ rank ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು. So that is the thing which is happening. But even there also there's a problem. See, Paul Samuelson is developing revealed preference theory not because he doesn't have any job. Paul Samuelson is developing revealed preference theory because there is some problem with your ordinal utility approaches to consumer equilibrium. Ordinal utility approach to consumer equilibrium ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಪಾಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಮ್ಯುಯಲ್ಸನ್, he is actually bringing revealed preference theory based on strong ordering, and even his theory also has a problem. That is why again J.R. Hicks brings another theory called as Hicks logical demand theory, which is based on weak ordering. ಆ ಥಿಯರಿಲೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ he revises his theory again, and there is a revised Hicks logical demand theory, which is the most advanced theory in consumer behavior. Consumer behavior ಅಲ್ಲಿ the most advanced theory you can study in consumer behavior is revised theory of logical demand given by Hicks. That is the most advanced theory in consumer behavior. Consumer behavior ನ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಅದು ಮೂರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Today we are actually going to discuss all the three things. So here let us actually see. ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ಗೆ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ, which was given by J.R. Hicks, R.J.D. Allen, and it is also made use by Pareto in his welfare economics. Welfare economics ಅಲ್ಲಿ Pareto ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. So here what is happening? What is the problem here? Can anyone tell me, if anyone knows, what is the problem with ordinal utility approaches consumer equilibrium? Ordinal utility approach ಅಲ್ಲಿ consumer equilibrium ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ? What is the problem here? If anyone wants to answer, we will wait for 3 to 5 seconds and I'll just move on. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, I am moving on. So here, what is the problem? The problem is this. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುಂತಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನನಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಟನೋ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಟನೋ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಐ ಲೈಕ್ ಕುಕುಂಬರ್ ಮೋರ್. ವಿಲ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಕಮಾಡಿಟೀಸ್? I'll go to the market and I see what I prefer more. Do I rank it? Do I sit and rank it? And that ranking is for how many commodities? Only 2 commodities. And that ranking is not going to take money into consideration. See, what is happening is, the problem with ordinal utility approaches consumer equilibrium is, it assumes that I'm buying only 2 commodities, which is definitely not the case. ನಾನು ಬರೀ 2 ಪದಾರ್ಥನ ಬೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. And second thing is, it is also assuming that I'm going to rank the combinations of 2 commodities, which is also illogical. I don't have that much time and patience. ಏನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ ನನಗಿಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ಪದಾರ್ಥನೇ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಇವನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್. ಆ ತರನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ. And on top of that, it is not giving any weightage for money only. Directly speaking, see, I may like something more, even it may be in my budget also, but the thing is, ಒಂದು 10 ಮೈಲಿ ದೂರ ಇರಬಹುದು, it is 10 kilometers far or 3 kilometers far. I may not be having the patience to travel that 3 kilometers or that 4 kilometers, even if I can afford that and even if I like that. And that is why I would like to have something which is a slightly cheaper quality, but which is near me for saving time. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಬಾದಾಮಿ ಮಾವಿನ ಹಣ್ಣು ಇಷ್ಟ, ಮಲ್ಗುಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬಾದಾಮಿ ಮಾವಿನ ಹಣ್ಣಿಗೆ 3 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಮಲ್ಗುಬಾ ಈಗ್ಲೇ 100 ಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮಲ್ಗುಬಾ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದೆ, ಬಾದಾಮಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬಾದಾಮಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್. ಐ ಮೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನನಗೆ ಬೇರೆನೋ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಅದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಕ್ ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ. I'm not, I don't have that much patience to go there. So the ordinal utilities consumer equilibrium, ordinal utility to consumer equilibrium enide, that consumer equilibrium is not taking into consideration time element, money element, patience element, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗಿಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನೋ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. It is assuming that I'm going to rank only two things. It is not going to take the distance element. ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಅದು ಇಷ್ಟ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಕ್ ನನಗೆ I don't have patience. I don't have, that much interest that I actually travel that far to get it. So these elements are not actually taken into consideration while determining equilibrium by ordinal utilities consumer equilibrium approach. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಅವ್ರ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪಾಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಮ್ಯುಲ್ಸನ್ comes up with an entirely new concept. Till now you have seen cardinal approach. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನೀವು cardinal approach ನೋಡಿದಿರ. You have seen ordinal approach ನೋಡಿದಿರ. Now welcome to strong ordering. ಈಗ strong ordering ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. See, these are some of the advanced theories. Revealed preference theory ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, Higgs theory of logical demand ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, Higgs revised theory of logical demand ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. These are very, very advanced theories in microeconomics. In fact, these are the most advanced theories in consumer behavior. Consumer behavior ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ advanced theories. Advanced theories ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ in NET and KSET. In NET and KSET, many questions are not asked because these are the most advanced theories, and in most of the syllabus this theory is not included in PG syllabus. Postgraduate syllabus, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು post graduate syllabus ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹಿಗ್ಸ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿವೈಸ್ಡ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳುವ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಸೂಪರ್ಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ NET ಮತ್ತೆ KSET ಅಲ್ಲಿ. If I was teaching you revealed preference theory, if I teach you properly, it will take around 40 to 50 minutes. And if I teach you Higgs logical, adunu 40 to 50 minutes it will take. But it is not optimum utilization of our resources because how much time we are spending proportionately questions are not asked in NET exam. NET ಅಥವಾ KSET exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳುವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 40 ರಿಂದ 50 ನಿಮಿಷ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಸರಿ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ದ ಮೇಜರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೇನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸೊ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್, ಬಟ್ ದ ಥಿಯರಿ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. But I have solved around 4,000 to 6,000 NET questions 4 to 5 times, and obviously I have cleared both NET and JRF also. So the thing is, I know for sure that more questions are not coming from here. So how much ever questions are coming, based on the questions I'm going to teach you what is important here. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕೀಗ. So we are in another 20 minutes. We are going to finish both strong ordering and weak ordering, and we will go for price elasticity of demand, on which you can expect lots of questions. Price elasticity of demand ge hogana amele adra mele nimge ತುಂಬಾನೇ questions ನೀವು expect ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. That can be finished in 25 minutes. Then we can go for production theory. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ production theory ಹೋಗಬಹುದು ಇವತ್ತು. So here let's actually see. So revealed preference theory. So I told you what is the problem with cardinal approach. That is why we came to ordinal approach. Now I told you what is the problem with ordinal approach. So Paul Samuelson is bringing strong ordering concept. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ Paul Samuelson ಈಗ strong ordering concept ಈಗ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. Now let us see what is this strong ordering. Is strong ordering ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Let us actually see that. Strong ordering ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So here when we are actually speaking about the strong ordering ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so what is strong ordering, right? See, I told people don't have patience. ಜನರಿಗೆ ತಾಳ್ಮೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ದಿಢೀರ್ನೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. So sometimes I may like something but it may be far, so I prefer something which I like less which is near and I buy that. So here he is telling, what Paul Samuelson is telling is, choice reveals preference. I can choose A, I can choose B, I can choose C, I can choose D, I cannot choose E. E onto I cannot choose. I cannot choose E because it is beyond my budget line. E ನಾನು choose ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನನ್ನ budget line ಮೇಲಿದೆ. ನಾನು A choose ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. See, today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Day after tomorrow is Wednesday. Today I may choose A. Tomorrow I may choose B. Day after tomorrow, my friend is asking, let us go to a film. So I want to buy, I can buy A and B. ನಾನು A ಮತ್ತೆ B ಎರಡು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, but I want to go to a film. So I am going with combination D. Combination D. So every day I can go for either dosa and tea, which cost me 50 rupees, or I can go for set dosa and tea, which goes 50 rupees, or I can go for idli and vada. Idli and vada, which it is not idli and vada, or I can go for one dosa and half cup tea, which actually costs me 30 rupees. I can, and every day I am getting 80 rupees salary. ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನನಗೆ 80 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So I can go for A, I can go for B, or I can go for D. A ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, B ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ D ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. Make it masala dosa. So masala dosa or set dosa or only one dosa and half tea. My friend told me on Wednesday, A, I ate masala dosa. B, on day B, I ate set dosa, which is nothing but dosa only. And on Wednesday, I'm eating only one dosa and I'm taking half tea. Although I can afford A and B, because my friend is inviting me for a film, I want to save some money for film. So what does it mean? Does it mean I'm not a rational consumer? I am a rational consumer. ಇದು ನಾನು ಬುದ್ಧಿಜೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಾನು ಬುದ್ಧಿಜೀವಿನೇ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ದಿನ ನನ್ ಬೇರೆ I want change, man. I want. So in that case, this is what is happening in practical world. ನಿಜವಾದ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. So ನಿಜವಾದ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ I'm not ranking my preferences. I am not ranking. What my choice for that day will reveal my preference for that day and will decide my consumer equilibrium on that day. ಒಂದು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಂದ್ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. What am I choosing is my preference. And what is my preference is my equilibrium. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. I'm not ranking anything. Today I want to go to Malleshwaram, I buy something in Malleshwaram. Tomorrow I may want to go to Majestic, I buy something in Majestic. Just because I like samosa in Majestic, not that every day I will go and have samosa in Majestic, although I can afford it, because I don't want to travel that much. So it doesn't mean that I'm an irrational consumer. It only what it means is I want to take care of my convenience. And convenience is not taken into consideration in ordinal utility approach. Patience is not taken into consideration in ordinal utility approach. Practicality is not taken into consideration in ordinal utility approach. Patience illa, convenience ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇಂದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಾಲಿಟಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ಗೆ. So revealed preference theory is telling, provided the consumer is able to afford the commodity, he may be able to prefer A, prefer B, prefer C, prefer D. If he is preferring A, he is in equilibrium at A. He is preferring B, equilibrium at B. Preferring C, equilibrium at C. Preferring D, equilibrium at D. So that is what revealed preference theory's strong ordering means. So what is strong ordering according to this theory? Theory prakara strong ordering andre eno? If I prefer A is superior choice for me. A is superior for me. And all these becomes my inferior choices. Idella eno nanage inferior choices agutte. And I am equilibrium at A. I can have equilibrium at D. I can have equilibrium C. I can equilibrium B. I can have equilibrium E. But once I cannot go for E because it is beyond my budget. E ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಮೇಲಿದೆ. So whatever point I'm choosing, that becomes my superior point, and the remaining point what I'm not choosing, it becomes my inferior points. Inferior combination ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು choice. This is the meaning of choice revealed preference. This is the meaning of choice revealed preference. That is what Paul Samuelson is trying to tell. And see, there are some things you have to understand here. I'm not discussing the theory in detail because it is beyond the scope of examination. Right? If I was teaching for IES or something, I would discuss the detail in proper. IES ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ RBI exam, RBI second grade, RBI group B ಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. But I am teaching for NET and KCET. The complete theory in detail is beyond the scope of the exam. Complete theory is beyond the scope of exam, so I'm not going to discuss the complete theory. But there are some things you have to understand here. Paul Samuelson, with revealed preference theory, he gives something called as demand theorem. Demand theorem anta en kodtare. So we will study what is demand theorem. And law of demand indifference curve he derives with his demand theorem. Demand theorem help in the law of demand nu illi derive ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, indifference curve na derive ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. He explains consumer equilibrium without using indifference curve. Without using indifference curve, he explains consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium na indifference curve use ಮಾಡ್ದೇನೆ consumer equilibrium na ಇವರು explain ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. But I'm not going to teach you the explanation because I have not seen any questions dealing with that explanation. And moreover, there are some 5-6 diagrams. It will take 40 to 50 minutes. We need not spend that much time on this theory. So here, law of demand theorem. Law of demand also is derived by Paul Samuelson. Paul Samuelson, with the help of his revealed preference theory, law of demand na derive ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. With the revealed preference theory, he will derive consumer equilibrium without using indifference curve analysis, and he gives demand theorem. So what are the questions you can expect? NET ಮತ್ತೆ KCET ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ questions ನೀವು expect ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? You can expect statement on demand theorem. Demand theorem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು statement you can expect. You can expect statement on warp and SARP. Warp ಮತ್ತೆ SARP ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು questions expect ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Who gave revealed preference theory? You can expect questions on that. Who gave? Paul Samuelson gave. Revealed preference theory is based on what? It is actually based on strong ordering. You can expect questions on this. It is based on strong ordering. Demand theorem is actually belonging to revealed preference theory. Paul Samuelson gave revealed preference theory. Paul Samuelson derived law of demand with the help of revealed preference theory. How he derived, I can teach, but I will not teach because it is beyond the scope of exam. And revealed preference theory, consumer equilibrium is derived by using demand theorem. Demand theorem ತಗೊಂಡು consumer equilibrium na derive ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ because beyond the scope of exam. Let us see demand theorem, warp and SARP. Demand theorem, warp, SARP, we will see here. So what is the demand theorem? So in demand theorem, what is happening? So let us understand demand theorem of Paul Samuelson. Paul Samuelson's demand theorem. Paul Samuelson's demand theorem ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So what is the Paul Samuelson's demand theorem? Paul Samuelson's demand theorem ಏನು? So here, what is the Paul Samuelson's demand theorem is? Paul Samuelson demand theorem ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, see, in demand, obviously, we are going to analyze two things. Demand theorem ಅಲ್ಲಿ two things we are actually analyzing here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಎರಡು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಾಲ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Rise in price, what is going to happen, and in fall in price, what is happening. So these are the things which we are actually going to analyze here. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So let us understand the first case and the second case. So the first case is rise in price. Second case is fall in price. Any commodity, ಯಾವುದೇ commodity ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. Let us take apple. Any commodity, when income alone rises, understand the statement properly. Any commodity, ಯಾವುದೇ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, any commodity, when income alone rises, ಬರೀ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ, any commodities demand, any commodities demand, if it increases, when income alone increases, any commodities demand increases when income alone increases. ಯಾವುದೇ ಪದಾರ್ಥದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಬರೀ ಆದಾಯ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಪದಾರ್ಥದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, you can expect that demand to fall. You can expect the demand for that commodity. You can expect the demand for that commodity to fall. A commodity demand ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. That quantity demanded of that good will decreases when price alone rises. Where is that cursor? When price alone rises. So this is the demand theorem for rise in price. Rise in price, this is the demand theorem. So what is it actually telling? It is actually telling that when a commodities demand expected demand ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆದಾಗ there is positive elasticity between demand and income, and negative elasticity for price and demand and price. This is what the Paul Samuelson's demand theorem for rise in price. Paul Samuelson demand theorem rise in price ಗೆ demand theorem ಏನು Paul Samuelson ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, if only income is increasing, you can expect that commodities demand to increase. Such a commodities demand will always decrease when price alone rises. ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೆಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಪದಾರ್ಥದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So what we are actually saying is, when rise in price, demand theorem, Paul Samuelson, rise in price, ಬೆಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ there is positive elasticity between demand and income, and there is negative elasticity between demand and price. So this is Paul Samuelson's demand theorem for rise in price. Paul Samuelson demand theorem rise in price, and that is what I have given in this thing. So adana illi kottirodu. That is what I have given here. By heart this statement. That is what I have given here. So you have to by heart this statement. You have to by heart and do whatever you want. By heart ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. So ಆಮೇಲೆ fall in price. So in fall in price, what is happening? Fall in price, the opposite happens. Okay, there's a doubt here. Shrink in demand when its price alone rises. It's positive or negative. So Rukaya Khan ಅವರು, so there is a question here. Shrink in demand. See, quantity demand is shrinking. Shrink in demand ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Quantity demand ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. When its price alone rises. Price alone is rising. So demand is going down. When price alone rises, it means inverse relationship, right? It is negative. Inverse relationship, it is negative. Negative means it has to go in opposite direction. Negative andre opposite direction alli hogbekadu. This is what we are going to study in fall in prices. This is what we are going to study in fall in prices. This is the second part of Paul Samuelson's demand theorem. Paul Samuelson in a demand theorem though idu second part agide. This is actually second part of Paul Samuelson's theorem. Paul Samuelson's demand theorem, this is the second part. So in second part he discusses what happens in fall in price. So any commodities demand is supposed to decrease when income alone decreases. ಯಾವುದೇ ಪದಾರ್ಥದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆದಾಯ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಪದಾರ್ಥದ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ that commodities demand to decrease when price alone rises. When price alone rises, such a quantity demand decreases. And when income alone decreases, such quantity demand of that product decreases. So in falling prices, what is the relationship? Bele kammi agtadaga relationship in. So in falling prices, the relationship is between the demand and income, we have positive elasticity. Demand and income ge enide positive elasticity ide. Demand ಮತ್ತೆ price ge negative elasticity ide. Negative elasticity ide provided other factors remain constant. ಬೇರೆ factors constant ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. So there is positive elasticity and negative elasticity in context of fall in prices. Okay. So this is fall in prices. This is the statement. You have to by heart this statement. So in fall in prices, what is the statement? Fall in prices is if you are expecting any product's demand to fall when income alone falls, and such product demand will fall when price alone rises. That is the statement. ಅದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ PDF ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಿ. PDF ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೀವಿ ಹೊಸಬ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. Right. So go through that PDF, download that PDF, buy out the statement. So that is where is it? So that is something which you have to understand, right? So ಎರಡನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು? Shreya has saying, sir, please repeat both the statement. Okay. So here, see again I will say the statement. See, the statement is there in the PDF. Okay. Look here. Any good that is always to increase in demand when money income alone rises must definitely shrink in demand when its price alone rises. It means when earning elasticity of demand is positive, price elasticity of demand is negative. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ likewise a drop in price. Any good that is recognized always to decrease in demand when money earnings alone drops must definitely expand in demand when its price alone drops. That is the statement. You by heart the statement or you understand the statement, it's fine. And if you people are in our WhatsApp group, ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ WhatsApp group ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ PDF upload ಆಗಿದೆ. You can download the PDF and you can read how many times as you want. PDF has been uploaded and you can read it from there, or it is there in ML Jingan Microeconomics if you have that book. Book idre Microeconomics ML Jingan. So that is basically a thing. So hopefully everyone has understood this. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ask me. You can expect questions on the demand theorem. Demand theorem ಅಲ್ಲಿ questions expect ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So thing is hopefully everyone understood. And is there any difference between demand theory and demand theorem? See, both are essentially telling the same thing. If they ask Paul Samuelson's demand theorem, Paul Samuelson does not tell the relationship between price and demand. Paul Samuelson demand theorem ಅಲ್ಲಿ price ಮತ್ತೆ demand relationship ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. He is speaking about demand and income and demand and price. Demand theorem of Paul Samuelson. Demand theorem of Paul Samuelson talks about the relationship between quantity demanded and income, quantity demanded and price. Quantity demanded to income, quantity demanded to price ಬಗ್ಗೆ Paul Samuelson demand theorem speaks. But when you speak about law of demand speaks relationship only between price and demand. Price and demand, other things remaining constant. Other things remaining constant, it is applicable to understand the relationship only between price and demand. Whereas demand theorem, Paul Samuelson demand theorem ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? It is taking the relationship between demand and income and demand and price. So it is including income also in the analysis. It is bringing in income in the analysis. Demand theorem ಏನಿದೆ ಪಾಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಮ್ಯುಯಲ್ಸನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ಗೆ. ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. In law of demand, income is constant, taste is constant, preference is constant, price of related goods are constant. But here, even income is varied in demand theorem. So that is the difference between law of demand and demand theorem of Paul Samuelson. Paul Samuelson's demand theorem ಮತ್ತೆ law of demand ಇರೋ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೇನೆ. This is the difference. Hopefully that is clear. And okay, so hopefully demand theorem everyone is clear. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. That is the difference between law of demand. Law of demand, income is not varied. Demand theorem, income is varied. Income is changed. We analyze the impact of income as well. That is basically the difference, right? Okay, so now let us actually go. These two are the concepts you have to understand. I'm telling this is not the entire theory, okay? ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಥಿಯರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. There are some very big theories. We are going to discuss Keynesian theory of income, employment and output, or we are going to discuss in detail Heckscher-Ohlin theory. The big theories which you can expect questions, I will discuss. The big theories for which you cannot expect questions, I will not discuss the entire theory. ಕೆಲವು ಥಿಯರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಥಿಯರಿನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಏನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. Otherwise in 1 month we cannot cover 4 modules. Revealed preference theory. So let's actually see weak axiom, revealed preference, and strong axiom, revealed preference. So these are the two concepts you have to understand. Weak axiom, revealed preference ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಮ್, ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇದೆರಡನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು, ದೆನ್ ಇದೆರಡನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. Solve almost all the questions, 99% of questions. So let's actually understand what is weak axiom and strong axiom. So weak axiom ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಆಮೇಲೆ strong axiom ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, revealed preference, we will actually see. So okay, so let's actually see this. Weak axiom, revealed preference, and strong axiom, revealed preference. Weak axiom, revealed preference, and strong axiom, revealed preference, we will actually see here. It's a very slight difference is there. And both of them are part of strong ordering. Both of them are actually part of strong ordering. ಎರಡೂ ಯಾವುದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So let's actually see what is basically happening here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. Sir, among books, H.L. Bhatia and M.L. Jhingan, which is easy to understand and have good content? Anil Gupta ji, I personally prefer M.L. Jhingan. M.L. Jhingan is the book I prefer, and I feel that the language is very, very easy in M.L. Jhingan. And M.L. Jhingan has written books for everything except Indian economy. Microeconomics, international economics, economics of growth and development, monetary economics, international trade, for everything. ML Jingan has written book, and he was also commissioner for education in Haryana. He was also education commissioner in Haryana. So as far as the content is concerned, as well as language is concerned, I feel ML Jingan is way better actually. But for international economics, I prefer Salvador, because in international economics, Salvador has given more practical implications. But for microeconomics, my preference is ML Jingan. And make sure you buy Advanced Economic Theory of ML Jingan. Microeconomics, there are two versions of ML Jingan. One is microeconomics, the second is advanced microeconomics. If you are buying, buy advanced microeconomics of ML Jingan. Okay. Or even if you buy microeconomics of ML Jingan, probably you will get everything. So here, okay, let's actually understand what is warp and SARP. Warp ಮತ್ತೆ SARP ಏನು ನೋಡೋಣ. So ಈಗ warp ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so here what is happening in warp? So what is happening in warp? See, if I prefer, I'm going to market. Someone is actually going to market. ಯಾರೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಯಾರು ಈಗ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if someone is actually going for market, and what is happening here? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅವರು, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ on Monday, or market is going, he prefers A to B. So A to B means apple for banana. He is preferring apple to banana, means if he is a rational consumer, obviously we assume consumer to be rational. Rational consumer. ಏನೋ ಬುದ್ಧಿಜೀವಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇವನು ಆಪಲ್ ನ ಬನಾನಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, all the time he has to prefer apple for banana, and he should never prefer banana to apple. Banana to apple he must never prefer. Banana apple ge yavattu ತಗೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅವನು. This is your weak axiom revealed preference. Weak axiom revealed preference is, if consumer is preferring A for B, in no way he has to prefer B for A. Under no circumstance he has to prefer B for A. ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಆಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬನಾನಾಗೆ, ಇನ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅವನು ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಆಪಲ್ಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಮ್ ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. That is your weak axiom revealed preference. Okay. Now let us go for strong axiom revealed preference. In strong axiom revealed preference is nothing but your principle of transitivity. It is nothing but your principle of transitivity. ಇದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ principle of transitivity ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇದು ಇನ್ನೇನಿಲ್ಲ. So what is principle of transitivity? If he is preferring A for B, means if he is saying A for B, and if he is saying, if he wants B for C, if he wants B for C, means he should always prefer A over C. If the consumer at one point of time, if he is preferring A for B, at other point of time, if he is preferring B for C, A illa avuttu market alli andre, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ದಿನ B ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಏನೇ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Means if a consumer says 3 is greater than 2, if he says 2 is greater than 1, it always means that 3 is greater than 1. If the consumer says is weak axiom, what is weak axiom saying? If 2 is greater than 1, 1 can never be lesser than 2. That is your weak axiom. This is your weak axiom revealed preference. This is your strong axiom revealed preference. In weak axiom revealed preference, what is happening? If he is preferring A for B, he should never prefer B for A. In strong axiom revealed preference, what is happening? If he prefers A for B, if he prefers B for C, he should prefer A for C. That is strong axiom revealed preference. Strong axiom revealed preference ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, weak axiom revealed preference ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Strong axiom revealed preference ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, weak axiom revealed preference ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮೀ ಇನ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್, ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮೀ ಇನ್ ಚಾಟ್. ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಥವಾ ಚಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್. Now look here. You can expect questions on this, and based on the principles I just discussed now. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವೀಗ, ಆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ, on the basis of that principle, Paul Samuelson is going to derive law of demand. Paul Samuelson is going to derive consumer equilibrium. And I am not going to explain that because I have not seen any questions based on the diagrams or based on the explanation of diagrams. Diagram explanation ಮೇಲಾರು ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮೇಲಾರು ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ NET ಕೆಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಫ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ RBI ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ IAS ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಐ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಐ. Smart Strong in YouTube. What is I? I hope you have understood and you have no issues actually. If you have any issues, you just message in YouTube. So here, revealed preference theory. Okay, so now let us come for the most advanced theory, and even this also I'm not going to explain in detail. Idunu detail alli now explain madalla. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ದರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ ದ ಸುಪೀರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಲೆಟ್ us actually see. So we saw strong ordering. In strong ordering, what is happening? Consumer is going, he is choosing something which is on the budget line or which is below his budget line. Whatever he chooses, he is an equilibrium there. Yenna choose ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅದೇ ಅವನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That will become his superior choice. ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಅವನಿಗೆ superior choice ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Other things in ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು, the other things will actually become his inferior choice. Other things will actually become his inferior choice. Yeah, here there is Divya has messaged here in the YouTube. Divya ji, in YouTube, Divya ji has sent a message. Revealed preference theory is also called behaviorist ordinal utility theory. Yeah, see, that's a statement which Divya ji has given in YouTube. We will just discuss what is the meaning of the statement. A statement meaning ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿವ್ಯಾ ಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ revealed preference theory is called behaviorist ordinal utility theory. See, here, see, I told you, what I told you is, revealed preference theory is an improvement over ordinal utility. Revealed preference theory is an improvement over ordinal utility. In ordinal utility, what we are doing, we are ranking our preferences. Illi ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು? We are ranking our preferences. Or we are ordering. ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಲೈಕ್, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ದಮ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ದಮ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ಆರ್ಡಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇದಾಗ್ತದೆ. In ordinal utility approach, this is happening. But in a reality, Nijwad Jivandalli, people don't have patience to do this. People don't have patience to do this. Here, what Paul Samuelson tells is, Paul Samuelson ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, what he chooses, it can be anything. What he chooses, what choice he makes, that is his preference. ಯಾವುದು ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅದೇ ಅವನ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Paul Samuelson says what he is making choice, that is his preference, and what his preference shows his behavior. So what is his preference? ಏನು preference ಇದೆ, that is actually showing his behavior. Here in this theory there is selection of preference. ಇಲ್ಲಿ selection of preference ಇದೆ. There is selection of preference in revealed preference theory. But in revealed preference theory, ordering is not there. Ordering, as we see in indifference curve analysis, is not there. I am taking whatever I get. That whatever I choose becomes my preference. Whatever is my preference becomes my behavior. So here, when you see at a very superficial level, when you see revealed preference theory, there is selection of preferences, and what you are choosing, what you are preferring first, you may think that you are giving it first rank. ಯಾವುದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀರ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಟ್ there is no, the other rest of the choices becomes what? It becomes inferior. But here in indifference curve analysis, you are indifferent. Whatever combination you are choosing here in indifference curve analysis, E, F, G or whatever, if at this curve you are getting equilibrium, E curve alli equilibrium korta idare, E illi what satisfaction you would get at F, the same satisfaction you get at E. What satisfaction you get at G, you get at E. Although you are not able to choose that, because in indifference curve all the points give equal level of satisfaction. But the difference between indifference curve and Paul Samuelson is, although I can afford this, A and B, if I choose A, B becomes inferior. If I choose B, A becomes inferior. That shows my choice reveals my behavior, my preference, and my preference reveals my behavior. Here, when you are choosing one, the other becomes inferior. In indifference curve analysis, when you are choosing one on an indifference curve, the other points on indifference curve, you are merely indifferent. You are merely indifferent. It doesn't necessarily mean that the other points are inferior. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ inferior ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. So revealed preference theory takes the preference of ordinal utility analysis, but it doesn't take ranking in totality. Ranking na totality ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಅದು. Ranking na totality ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ preference na ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. It is taking part of your ordinal utility approach, but not all. And when you see the consumer equilibrium, how Paul Samuelson derives consumer equilibrium, he derives consumer equilibrium without using indifference curve at all. Without using indifference curve, only by using his demand theorem. Demand theorem na use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, indifference curve na use ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Without using indifference curve, he derives consumer equilibrium. When you go through the theory, you will understand that. Paul Samuelson theory na ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. He is not taking indifference curve, but he is deriving consumer equilibrium with the help of preference alone and not taking ordering into consideration. So that is the thing. He is actually taking ಏನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ he takes preferences, he takes principle of transitivity. Principle of transitivity ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, principle of this preference ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, and he takes weak axiom revealed preference. And strong axiom revealed preference is nothing but your principle of transitivity. By taking these things, he is able to derive his consumer equilibrium. So he is taking a part of it from ordinal utility analysis, and that is why it is also called behaviorist ordinal utility theory. If we were taking both indifference curve also and bringing here, then obviously we could not call it. He derives indifference curve without indifference curve. You will understand what I'm telling when I explain the theory in totality. But for the purpose of exam, you understand, Paul Samuelson, he is a very intelligent man. He derives indifference curve. He derives indifference curve without using indifference curve. In the theory, you will understand. But I don't have enough time for explaining the entire theory. So here, but what you basically understand is he's taking principles, some principles from ಕೆಲವು principles ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ordinal utility ಇಂದ, but not all. And for that, how he is determining the preference of the consumer by their behavior. He is not determining the preference of the consumer by ranking. Indifference curve analysis determines the preference of the consumer by ranking. But Paul Samuelson's theory determines the preference of the consumer by his choice. That is why, and he's taking the principle of transitivity from ordinal utility analysis. Ordinal utility analysis in the principle of transitivity na or tagolta idare. But he's not taking ranking from ordinal utility analysis. He's taking part of it and he's developing his theory. And that is why revealed preference theory is also called as behaviorist, because preference is reflecting the behavior. Ordinal utility, ordinal money, the preference is revealing the choice is revealing the preference. So that is why it is actually called, revealed preference is called behaviorist ordinal utility theory. I hope I made myself clear. So that is basically a thing. And in another ideal doubt. So let's actually go for the week. See here, Hicks logical theory of demand. The theory's name is actually called Hicks logical theory of demand. Okay. Hicks has given a new theory which is superior than revealed preference theory. Hicks ಇನ್ನೊಂದು theory ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು revealed preference theory ಗಿಂತ superior ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. So that is actually called Hicks logical theory of demand. That is actually called Hicks logical theory of demand. So let us try to understand what is Hicks trying to tell here. Hicks ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, what is Hicks trying to tell here? Let's try to understand. See, there is a problem with this what do you call revealed preference theory of Paul Samuelson. Revealed preference theory ಏನಿದೆ Paul Samuelson ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು problem ಇದೆ. So let us try to understand what is the problem, because while I was explaining only, if you are keen, you would have understood what is the problem. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ್ಲೇನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲಾಜಿಕಲಿ ಅದು ಸರಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. See here, look here what is happening. Indifference curve analysis is there. Paul Samuelson's revealed preference theory is there. Indifference curve analysis is there. Paul Samuelson's revealed preference theory ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು J.R. Hicks. And this is given by Paul Samuelson. He is taking principle of transitivity from here. He is taking preference from here. But he is not taking he is not taking concept of indifference. He is not taking concept of indifference. He is taking out of 3 concepts of indifference curve, he is taking only 2. ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. This will actually create a problem here. What is the problem here it will actually create is, look here. This is what this is your ordinal approach. And this is your behavior ordinal approach. Now look here. What he is telling is, if he chooses A, consumer is equilibrium here. B choose madidre, consumer equilibrium illi. C choose madidre, illi consumer equilibrium. If consumer equilibrium is C, A and B inferior. If consumer equilibrium is at A, C and B inferior. If consumer equilibrium is at B, A and C becomes inferior. Now, this is not right. Idu nija alla idu. Just because I am choosing one, the other two need not be inferior to me. ಬರೀ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಅಂದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇನ್ನೆರಡು ಇನ್ಫೀರಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಶವಂತಪುರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಯಶವಂತಪುರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಯಶವಂತಪುರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಯಶವಂತಪುರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ and Majestic is there. Majestic market is here. Majestic market is here. Now in Majestic market I'll get samosa. Very tasty samosa I will get. And in Yashwantpur market I am getting this samosa. I am getting at 10 rupees. And with the samosa I am getting a sauce. Sauce at 2 rupees. And here I am getting onion samosa I am getting. And here I am getting onion samosa even in Yashwantpur market also I am getting onion samosa. Illu onion samosa siktade 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ plus I am getting sauce at say I am getting sauce at say samosa I am getting at 8 rupees and sauce I am getting at 4 rupees. 8 rupees ge samosa siktade, 4 rupees ge I am getting sauce. Sauce siktade. Both I am able to afford. Idunu I can purchase with the 12 rupees I have. 12 ರೂಪಾಯಿಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. But I personally prefer, I don't mind. Majestic, I don't mind eating samosa in Majestic. Paying 10 rupees for samosa and 2 rupees sauce, I don't mind. Yashwantpur market, 8 rupees samosa, 4 rupees sauce, I don't mind. Yashwantpurನು ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ. I like Yashwantpur samosa also. I like Majestic samosa also. Just because my home is here. My home is here. I buy, when I'm in home, I buy samosa from Yashwantpur market. My office is in Majestic. So when I'm in Majestic, I buy samosa from Majestic market. Just because I'm buying samosa from Majestic market, it doesn't mean that the samosa from Yashwantpur market is inferior. Just because I am buying samosa from Yashwantpur market, it doesn't mean samosa from Majestic market is inferior. What it basically means is, I am preferring one. It doesn't make the other combination inferior. It just means that I'm indifferent. And my indifference may be for many reasons. Just because I am preferring one, the other commodity I may be indifferent to it. It's not that it becomes an inferior combination. Because this also I'm able to afford, that also I'm able to afford. I'm just not adana tagoltala yake. Maneliddaga Yashwantpur market hatra illu 12 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಖತ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಖತ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಎರಡು ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ. ಮನೇಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶವಂತಪುರ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗಂತ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯಶವಂತಪುರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕೋ ಸಮೋಸ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ನನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ consumer may be indifferent. Why are you telling, if just you are choosing one combination, just because you are choosing A, why are you telling B as inferior? And just because you are choosing A, how does A become superior? That is the question which is put by J.R. Hicks to Paul Samuelson. And this problem arises in Paul Samuelson's analysis. Paul Samuelson ali problem yak bantu? He took part of ordinal utility approach without taking indifference approach. Ordinal utility ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಇಂಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತತ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ indifference curve, if he had taken indifference curve, then what is the change in, and what is the, I mean, people are not ranking right. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಏನು ಹೋಗಿ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ. People are not going to rank whether they are getting equal level of satisfaction from various combinations or not. People don't have that much patience. That is why Paul Samuelson did not take indifference. But not taking indifference is creating another problem in Paul Samuelson's theory. Indifference ಏನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನೇ ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಪಾಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಮ್ಯುಲ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದನ್ನ. I explained what is the problem now. And for resolving this problem, J.R. Hicks brings his logical theory of demand. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನ ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಹಿಗ್ಸ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ತರ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು? ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಇದು ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ now I hope you people understood what is the problem with revealed preference theory. Revealed preference theory li ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ just message me in WhatsApp, message me in Zoom chat or message me in YouTube ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ Zoom chat ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Hopefully everyone understood what is the problem in revealed preference theory. Revealed preference theory li ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ವೀಕ್ ಆರ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. So what J.R. Hicks is telling is, J.R. Hicks, he tells, just because I'm choosing A and I'm not choosing B or I'm not choosing C, it basically means that I may be at equilibrium here, but I am indifferent to B. There is a chance that I may be indifferent to B or I'm indifferent to C. He says he takes revealed preference theory. J.R. Hicks ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ? revealed preference theory ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. is bringing revealed preference theory. But revealed preference theory strong ordering ಏನು warp analysis ಇತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ that inferior and superior thing which was there, he is eliminating the inferior and superior thing. inferior ಮತ್ತೆ superior ನ eliminate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. And what he is telling is, if I am choosing one, the other combination I may be indifferent. I may like it, but I'm not buying it for many reasons. I need not explain you the reason. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ, because of many factors, maybe distance, maybe some other thing. And he says his theory, and in his theory there is a strong ordering ಮತ್ತೆ weak ordering ಇದೆ. Hicks logical theory of demand ಅಲ್ಲಿ there is a strong ordering and weak ordering. So let us try to understand what is strong ordering and weak ordering according to J.R. Hicks. J.R. Hicks ಪ್ರಕಾರ strong ordering ಮತ್ತೆ weak ordering ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So J.R. Hicks talks about strong ordering and weak ordering. So let us see what is strong ordering and what is weak ordering. In a strong ordering, if I'm making clusters, so this is say Maharashtra, this is a Karnataka, this is a Kerala. And I say Maharashtra is first rank, Kerala is second rank, Karnataka is third rank. And in Maharashtra, suppose A is rich, B is medium, second rank, and C is poor, third rank. And in Kerala, C is first rank, B is second rank, and A is third rank. And in Karnataka, A is first rank, B is third rank, and C is second rank. If I rank the clusters and if I rank the elements in the clusters, it becomes strong ordering in according to J.R. Hicks. J.R. Hicks prakara strong ordering andre enu? If I am ordering the clusters and the elements in the clusters, it becomes strong ordering. Clusters na rank ಮಾಡಿ clusters ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ elements nu ನಾನು rank ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ strong ordering ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But if I just rank the clusters Here again, here what I'm doing, I am ranking the clusters here. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala. Maharashtra first, Karnataka second, Kerala third. So, but the elements in the clusters I'm not ranking. Elements ಏನಿದೆ, elements ನಾನು rank ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. I'm not ranking the elements. This is weak ordering according to J.R. Hicks. J.R. Hicks ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು weak ordering ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. So that is the difference between strong ordering and weak ordering. Now I will tell you 2 points why Hicks tells his approach is superior than the revealed preference approach. Revealed preference approach is this is superior. Logical theory of demand is superior. See, there is 2 logical demand of theory. ಎರಡು logical theory of demand ಇದೆ. In first he tries to bring in geometrical tools to explain this only. ಇದನ್ನ explain ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ geometrical tools ತರ್ತಾರೆ, but he faces some problems, so he aborts this. Geometrical tools, he aborts this. Then he explains his theory based on logic. ಅವರ ಥಿಯರಿನ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಜಿಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿವೈಸ್ಡ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೈ ಹಿ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಇಸ್ ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್. ಅವರ ಥಿಯರಿ ವೈ ಹಿ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ weak ordering approach is superior than strong ordering approach. There are 2 reasons. ಎರಡು reason ಇದೆ. ಏನ್ ಎರಡು reason? One is in strong ordering. In strong ordering, what's happening? If I'm choosing A becomes superior. All the other becomes inferior. ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ inferior ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. But here, if I choose A, there is a possibility that I'm indifferent to B. It's not that I feel B is inferior. B inferior ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹಾಗಂತ B ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಏನಲ್ಲ. A and B both may be equal to me. So there is this possibility also, and weak ordering theory makes room for this possibility. Weak ordering theory ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. That is one superiority. The other superiority is strong ordering requires strong ordering is not taking money into consideration. ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ consideration ಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು, in a strong ordering you say that you prefer one commodity. Here in strong ordering it uses discrete analysis. But in a weak ordering, when you are bringing indifference in weak ordering, your approach will be continuous. So J.R. Hicks actually tells, J.R. Hicks ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if you are able to continuously divide the commodities, into fragments, then prefer weak ordering is better. But if commodities are only sold in a discrete number, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4 apples, or 5 cars, 6 cars, 7 cars, discrete analysis ge strong ordering okay. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ತರೋದ್ರಿಂದ weak ordering is good for both a discrete analysis as well as continuous analysis. So there are 2. See, the thing is, I need not explain this. Is there a diagram I wanted to explain, but because of shortage of time, I'm not explaining this. But what you basically have to understand in weak ordering is this. Weak ordering, or the logical theory of demand of Hicks. What you have to understand is this. One is understand the differences. ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Paul Samuelson ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, if I choose E, all the other points become this is superior, this is inferior. But here what I am telling, if I choose A, I may be indifferent to other combination. I may be indifferent to this, I may be indifferent to that. That is one. And the second thing is, here, by bringing indifference approach, by bringing indifference approach, he gives a chance for continuous analysis. He gives a chance for continuous analysis. And in continuous analysis, 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.52, you can have both discrete analysis as well as continuous analysis. Illi discrete analysis ನೀವು ತರಬಹುದು, continuous analysis ತರಬಹುದು. But when you are going for only discrete analysis, 1 or 2 or 3, you can have only discrete analysis. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ discrete analysis ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? Strong ordering ಅಲ್ಲಿ. In a strong ordering, there is only discrete analysis. But in indifference approach ಅಲ್ಲಿ continuous approach ಇದೆ. So continuous approach idaga 1.0 also can be considered, 1.3 also. So you have both discrete as well as continuous. So this is the major points of differences between Higgs weak ordering and Paul Samuelson's strong ordering. And in Paul Samuelson's strong ordering, what are the things you must be knowing? Demand theorem you should be knowing. Warp concept, weak axiom, revealed preference, what is that you must be knowing? Strong axiom, revealed preference, what is that you must be knowing? Then you must be knowing what is the weakness of revealed preference theory. Revealed preference theory does not take money into consideration. Revealed preference theory does not revealed preference theory does not take the division of money into consideration. Revealed preference does not take the division of money and division of commodity for consideration. But and it does not take indifference to consideration. Indifference na consideration ge ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. Commodities divisible ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ consideration ಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಮನಿನೂ divisible ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ consideration ಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. But your weak ordering of J.R. Higgs, it is superior than the theory which is given by Paul Samuelson. Paul Samuelson revealed preference theory ಗಿಂತ ಇದು superior. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು indifference approach ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, continuous division ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, discrete division ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. Money can be continuously divided, it will take that. And it will also take commodities also can be divided, it will take that also into consideration. And what was the reason for Higgs to revise his logical theory of demand? Because when he started his approach to begin with, he started with geometrical tools. But geometrical tools na implement ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. So instead of geometric tools, he started using logical analysis. He started his analysis with logical analysis. That is the revised part of J.R. Higgs. And that is why it is called J.R. Higgs's revised theory of logical demand. So when we order now let us actually see the order of the theories. ಯಾವ theories ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂತು order ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ. Let us see the order. Even on this you can expect questions. The first theory is law of consumption. First law of consumption which was given by Gosen. Second is second law. And after that you get law of diminishing marginal utility. After that you have get law of equimarginal utility. And after law of equimarginal you will get indifference curve analysis, consumer equilibrium. Then you will get revealed preference theory. Next you will get revealed preference theory. Then you will get J.R. Higgs's revised logical theory of demand. Logical theory of demand. The most advanced. The questions, 95% of the questions come from here. And here you can expect 3%, and here you can expect 2%. So questions coming from revealed preference theory and J.R. Higgs's very less. Questions coming from here are more. So how much? Depending upon the question, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು questions expect ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎರಡು ಥಿಯರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. But you must be knowing the weakness of revealed preference theory. Revealed preference theory weakness ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ how J.R. Higgs improves upon it And J.R. Hicks's theory is called as revised logical theory of demand. It is based on weak ordering. What is weak ordering according to J.R. Hicks? What is strong ordering according to J.R. Hicks? What are the advantages of logical theory of demand? Why is revised logical theory of demand superior than revealed preference theory? One, it takes indifference to consideration. It is a continuous evaluation. It gives chance for using both discrete variable as well as continuous variable. But whereas in Paul Samuelson's theory, only discrete variables are taken into consideration. So that is why J.R. Hicks revised theory on Swalpa Adhikinta, first theory ginta, it is more advanced. So that is basically a thing. Hopefully, I tried to explain it in as simple words as possible, and hopefully you people were able to understand it. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. So I tried to explain it in as simple language as possible. Okay. So finally, now we have only this last concept we have in consumer behavior theory. The last concept is one is homothetic function. Is actually comes under production. Homothetic function, marginal rate of substitution. Yeah, this is also there. Homothetic function and this price elasticity. In price elasticity, we have 5 percentage, total outlay, point, average, and cross elasticity. So this and that. Tomorrow in 1 hour we will finish this, and tomorrow we will go for production and factor pricing. Production and factor pricing we are going to go tomorrow. So let us actually start. We still have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes, and hopefully you people understood. So let us see any questions. Yeah. So let us see. Paul Samuelson, have I put any questions there? Revealed preference theory. Okay, I have not included questions here. No issues. Questions regarding these theories I will put in the next class. Questions, theories regarding this we actually will put in the next class. Let us start elasticity of demand. The last thing. Elasticity of demand. So let's actually start with this. We have 3 minutes. So elasticity. So we have to understand what is elasticity. Okay, people are tired. They're saying thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So here, we will end the session today. If anyone has any doubt, you can ask me doubt. Tomorrow we are going to start elasticity, and tomorrow we are going to start elasticity and finish it. Homothetic function we are going to finish it, and tomorrow we are going to start with production, theory of production and factor pricing. Theory of production, distribution, and factor pricing. That is the second part of microeconomics. We are going to start that from tomorrow. If anyone has any doubt, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. Sachin, were you able to understand? Sachin ಅವರ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿವೀಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಜರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು J.R. Hicks ಥಿಯರಿ ಒಂದ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಒಂದ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳುದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಬೇಗ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸವಿ ಅವರೇ, here Vasavi, were you able to understand the revealed preference theory, the strong ordering, weak axiom revealed preference, strong axiom revealed preference? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ವಾಸವಿ ಅವರೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಗಾರು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Do you think the explanation was simple enough?
ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿ.
Okay, so thing is, even if you have any doubt, anyone has any doubt, say you need not explain those, you need not understand those theories in great amount of detail. Okay, tomorrow I will just 5 minutes, I will summarize what are the most important concepts in the theory on which you can expect questions. ಆ ಥಿಯರಿಯಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. 5 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸಮರೈಸ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ನಾಳೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಏನು ಎದುರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ. ರಿವೀಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸರಿ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ತಿಂಗ ಅದೇನ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ Logical theory of demand. Oh, anta eno tension ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ. Tomorrow in 5 minutes, I will explain what are the most important things you have to understand there. ಏನು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So that is not the thing you have to be very much afraid of or whatever. And even I will put the questions. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, I will put some questions from NET papers only. NET papers in the, so I will know that what types of question will come. You need not be afraid of the theories at all. So tomorrow in 1 hour, we are going to finish consumer behavior. In the next hour, we are going to go for theory of factor pricing and distribution. Theory of production, factor pricing and distribution. So that is the thing. We are ending the class. Thank you, one and all. Enjoy life. Everyone came and everyone enjoyed. So thank you. Bye. Take care. Enjoy life. Take care of your health. Stay home. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Welcome,
Thank you,
Raghavendra.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, people. Bye. Take care. Enjoy life.